Every line ink on a ledger. Every figure etched in time tells more than just a tale of numbers. It holds moments of struggle, stories of triumph, and the journey of becoming. Behind every story is a place that nurtures it. Batangas State University, the National Engineering University Arasoft Cebu. Here, each accounting journey begins, rooted in a tradition where patriotism, service, integrity, resilience, excellence, and faith quietly guide every step, consistently aligned with our pursuit of academic distinction and institutional quality. A vision sparked decades ago, fueled by a commitment to nation building and excellence. From humble beginnings to a recognized institution, BAT State U Arasoft Cebu has steadily aligned its instruction, research, extensions, and partnerships with benchmarks of quality and responsiveness, building a lasting legacy of service and innovation. In accountancy, detail defines destiny. Each sleepless night, each challenge conquered, transforms students into professionals with a steadfast commitment to service, resilience, and ethical leadership, nurturing the competencies outlined for professional excellence and global readiness.
Ever since I was in elementary, I have always been interested and satisfied with completing problems. And I have always been interested sa pag-solve ng problems, and it really satisfies me every time na I get the answers correctly. And so that led me towards asking one of the teachers, "Ma'am, ano po ba yung college program in the college program that also has computations in it?" And she answered, BSA. So since that day, I have always been aiming for BSA program in my college, and as the opportunities presented themselves, ayun, nandito naman ako, and I am currently taking the BSA program.
Siguro yung pinaka na-enjoy ko sa accountancy student is yung sense of fulfillment every after challenge, every after quiz, exams, and also yung bond ko with my classmates since nag-uusap-usap kami, kwentuhan every after class. Since first year, yung challenge talaga na na-encounter ko is time management and yung heavy workload. Pero na-overcome ko naman ito by staying consistent with my studies and being disciplined also.
The university supports us by providing us CPA lecturers, including those who recently passed the licensure exam. So, since yung mga CPA licensure exam passers na nga yung mga nagiging lecturers namin, mas nabibigyan nila kami ng enough and competent knowledge para mas matulungan kami sa mga lectures and mga examinations na pagdadaanan pa rin namin.
As an aspiring CPA, this will be my first step, or this is actually my first step in achieving that goal. And beyond that, yung mga preparations and experiences na we gather or we have or we get experience here in the campus is nape-prepare kami doon sa mga future career goals pa aside from being CPAs.
Instruction at Batangas State University Arasoft Cebu is crafted with precision, integrating financial accounting, taxation, audit, ethics, and research through continuous curriculum enhancement responsive to national needs and global trends. We create a dynamic learning environment where relevance, rigor, and excellence naturally converge. Excellence is taught by people who lived it.
As a young CPA with prior experience from commerce and industry, I see my role beyond teaching as someone that students can actually relate to, considering the small age gap between me and my students. As a mentor, I want to guide them not just in accounting concepts, but also in building integrity and accountability, which are the real backbone of our profession. As an innovator, I always try to bring in practical insights coming from the experiences I earned in the private sector, and introduce fresh ways of learning which are more suitable and appropriate to new generation of learners. I want my students to learn how classroom concepts applies to practical experiences. And as a leader, And given the title, I feel that it's my responsibility to raise awareness and open the eyes of my students regarding the realities of our profession, considering the current happenings in our society, which calls for greater transparency and accountability, so that future accountants, especially those coming from our universities, are not just competent, but also courageous in upholding public trust.
Beyond teaching, I see my role as a mentor and leader who guides students in developing critical thinking, ethical values, and professional confidence. By sharing real-world insights, encouraging innovation, and fostering collaboration, I help prepare them to adapt to the demands of today's accounting profession. And this holistic approach ensures that they are not only technically competent, but also future-ready professionals.
Faculty development is a university priority. Scholarship grants for master's and doctoral studies, continuing professional education, seminars, and international conferences. Faculty are also encouraged to engage in research and training workshops, ensuring their expertise is always evolving.
I feel blessed that I was given the opportunity to study with my doctorate degree at Adventist University of the Philippines, one of the prestigious institutions here in the Philippines, through the scholarship granted by the university to me. Without it, of course, I might be thinking twice to consider taking my doctorate. So the experience and the learnings that I have encountered in the university has taught me so many things about instructional strategies, and specifically with research, because AUP, where I'm currently studying, has, I think, the best research culture so far. The teachings and learnings that I got from there through the help of my professor was able to hone me to be a better research professor, since I'm also teaching research subjects here for BS accountancy. So I am able to apply all those learnings and how the professors there develop me and mold me into who I am to be a better researcher, and that's what I'm also doing with my students.
These investments make teachers ever better mentors, integrating new methods and technology so students are ready for an increasingly complex landscape.
Well, that experience not only gave me the chance to present the results of my research, but also to meet other researchers in the same field. I presented in the business education group, and aside from the usual things that I already know, those that are considered textbook information, the results of my co-researchers who presented in that research forum or conference gave me a wider perspective on things such as business education, and so more about how to teach accounting courses.
Extension is the bridge that connects academic expertise with community transformation. Guided by the University Extension Services Office, our projects are not just outreach activities, but sustainable programs that foster empowerment, inclusivity, and social responsibility. Every initiative is systematic and accountable, anchored on a revised University Extension Services Manual approved in 2023, ensuring proper planning, documentation, and evaluation. From digital marketing for cooperatives to international collaboration through Learning Express to environmental stewardship and capacity building for micro-entrepreneurs. Our projects creates ripples of growth that extend beyond the classroom and into the heart of communities.
Teacher ng BSU, thank you very much talaga. Maraming salamat po!
Real-world impact is a team sport. Our network of industry, community, and academic partners creates arenas where learning meets service. From MOUs to open training, research, and immersion to MOAs that formalize long-term projects. Strategic External Affairs pushes outward, and Lexus for partnership exploration, annual international events and internships, and Project Quest to invite the world into research collaboration. Our students personify the spirit of competence, leadership, and social responsibility. Their excellence in academics, research, and service reflects the realization of our institutional graduate attributes, championing innovation, communication, and national development. Our alumni success stories mirror the university's commitment to developing ethical, globally competent leaders.
The university helped me in my personal and professional development because this is where I am seen as someone who is capable of achieving something big. I felt the support of those people who genuinely believe in me. My professors helped me in reaching my full potential and go outside of my comfort zone. Those things helped me build my self-confidence and determination, and prepared me to conquer the real world that awaits after graduation. Since I left the university back in 2015, I already saw a lot of improvements in the facilities. I wanted to thank the university for the great quality of education that I received by providing us with competent instructors holding the appropriate qualifications to teach a specific subject matter, for providing academic scholarships to deserving students so that they will be able to graduate despite any financial challenges.
I think the university helped me to have a competitive mindset. While being competitive doesn't necessarily mean that I have to compete with others. Well, I guess being competitive also includes how confident I am in sharing my thoughts, sharing my ideas to my colleagues, and even my superiors. Career-wise, last 2015, I took my CPA board exam in the Philippines and luckily passed it. I advanced my career in accounting firm from being an associate to supervisor. And then 2020, I decided to have a big jump in my career and move into US from being an associate to audit manager right now. One thing I would say that the university helped me is advancing my career is able to retain all the knowledge I got from the school when I took my US CPA here last 2022 and passed all the parts of the exam. Well, I guess the teachers lessons, it kind of helped me to adjust from being students way back in 2015 to a well-grown professional.
Their journeys illustrate how strong academic foundations and unwavering integrity become legacies of service and innovation beyond the campus.
I must say the university has helped me a lot in terms of building my character. Not only academic skills, I was able to acquire different valuable skills such as entrepreneur skills, leadership skills, as well as communication skills. For me, those are as important as your academic skills. And that helped me throughout my career. I wouldn't be able to build my business without these skills, I'm pretty sure. So my message to the younger generations, to those who are just starting to dream about their career, I will say, don't just aim for the top score. Don't just aim for 100% score in your quiz, on your prelim exams. Of course, it's good to have high score, right? But at the end of the day, it's as important to go out and build experience, meet people, improve your communication skills, and lead.
Graduation marks a beginning, more than an end. Each Red Spartan steps forward, ready to lead with vision, serve with compassion, and innovate with purpose, embodying the enduring mission of Batangas State University to shape a future defined by excellence and service to humanity. Because here at Batangas State University, Arasaf Nasib, every entry holds a story of legacy built on excellence, a story of service lived through outreach, a story of guardianship sealed by partnerships, a story shaped by instruction, faculty development, extension, and collaboration, all grounded in our shared commitment to growth, relevance, and leadership. A story rooted in patriotism, service, integrity, resilience, excellence, and faith.